Greeting you, dear traders, and you're watching the daily market review with me, financial analyst of Grand Capital Company, Barbara Streisand, by tradition, our today's daily heading is dedicated to the analysis of technical analysis of some forex major pairs, and our first forex major pair is Euro and US dollar, and the corrective recovery of 1.3384 is expected to struggle and is limited to the 1.3695 resistance area. With no trend reversal formation apparent on the daily chart, the powerful downtrend is expected to renew pressure on support at 1.3384, threatening fresh 8-month tone towards at 1.618 Fibonacci extension target at 1.333232, and the weekly chart Euro and US dollar trend is bearish. Intraday analysis of US dollar and Japanese yen. Thursday's fresh near-term low at 76.10 put US dollar bears back in control, and the all-time low at 75.94 remains vulnerable. While upside risk is kept beneath resistance at 76.60, a push below 76.10 is the main threat, exposing 75.94 and creating scope for confluence of Fibonacci targets and 75.20. A sustained break above 76.60 would prompt recovery back to Thursday's high, but only as part of a larger bearish continuation pattern. And weekly chart of US dollar and Japanese yen trend is bearish. Intraday, Great Britain pound and US dollar. Downside momentum has increased sharply, and the September 2010 reaction low at 1.5297 is at risk. Thursday's low at 1.3329, as you remember, of course, represents a fresh low for 2011, and with no sign of a trend reversal. There is a scope for more weakness to 1.5200 and at 1.618 Fibonacci extension target at 1.5861. Corrective gains will struggle to regain ground above 1.5500, and the weekly chart of this pair is bearish. Intraday analysis US dollar and Swiss franc. Consolidates lower of Thursday's 5-month high at 0.9183 and support at 0.9030 is under pressure. There is scope for a deeper setback to the 0.8975 area, but on the below they would suggest a more serious decline is underway. A recovery above 0.9100 is required to lift the tone and open Thursday's high at 0.9183. And once more, weekly chart of this pair, US dollar and Swiss franc trend is bullish. And in the last pair we will dedicate our attention. This pair is Australian dollar and US dollar. The increased pace of the Australian dollar trend creates scope for more weakness to 0.9610. Support at 0.9692 is expected to give way, exposing the medium term downwave equality target at 0.9610, which protects 0.9500. A recovery above 0.8965 would provide respite, but corrective Australian dollar gains are limited to the 1.0015 area, and weekly chart of this pair is bearish. And of course we can dedicate our attention to fund areas, and when we look at them we can see that all of them are growing, and Stocks 50 is grown about 30%, FTSE 100 is raised for 0.22%, DAX was raised for about 0.21%, and our commodities Commodities Brent has raised for about 0.77%. VTI also is raised for about 0.60%. Industrial metals, copper future is fall about 3.71%, and precious metals, of course, gold is fallen for about 0.31%, and silver is fall about 5.95%. So yes, in the end, thank you for attention, dear traders. I wish you a good trend, and for additional information you can visit our website www.grandcapital.net. It was me, Financial Analyst Grand Capital Company, with you. Thank you for your attention again, and for further contact, please contact with me. My contact email you can see on our website in the section Team of Grand Capital. There we can see my personal email information. If you want to discuss some analysis and some pairs, I will free to contact with you, and we'll discuss it. Thank you for attention, and goodbye, my dear traders. I wish you good luck.